Right, so afternoon, guys. Again, we're over at the Classic Car Show. That is off the NEC. This is Tony, and this is his Datsun. So, Tony, I will hand it over to you.
Right.
A quick history of when you got it, what it was like, what you've done with it, and what you're going to do with it in the future.
Right, how long have you got?
We've got forever.
I got this one in 2015.
Okay.
It was a rolling shell with half an engine in a box. It had a really, really rough dark brown respray in the States.
Okay.
And it was nowhere near like what it is now. Like I say, it had been...
Was it all things up the cut? Standard?
No,
Okay.
none of that. It was a standard shell with this crappy dark brown respray on it and no engine in it. But the blessing was, because it was a California car, it had been out in the sun, so it hadn't rusted.
You said there's only a couple of bits.
Die of rust.
So which bits? You said there was a few bits that want it up here.
I'm trying to remember. Very, very little. There was no engine in it. It was just empty. So the nose is up here in the air because there's no weight.
So when you got it back, you said you fitted early on just some simple seats and a standard engine.
Yeah. The first plan, I got it 2015. I think 2016 we got an engine in there.
Okay.
And just sorted it out, got it MOT'd so it could be driven.
Right. Okay. And then the next step was getting to where we are now.
Yeah.
So what was first? Was it the respray and the body kit or the engine?
First was the engine. The body and most of it was done at the same time. The original plan was it was going to be a scruffy track day car.
Okay.
I wasn't worried about the look of it so much at that point. It was going to be just a track car. So it got coilovers and various bits and pieces underneath. And then I went down the rabbit hole and I can have it resprayed. I can make it look pretty, and just got a little bit silly, really.
So the engine you didn't go for a mod engine. You went for a proper classic retro engine.
Originally this car would have had a 2.4 straight six in it. This is a 2.8 out of a later car.
Okay.
So it's not as revvy an engine, but it's got more torque. It's got more pull.
Okay. And what's the brake horsepower at the moment?
Ballpark 220, 225.
And what's the top end you've had out of it so far?
70 miles an hour.
Down the hill?
Yeah, following wind,
Honestly, Gov, nothing faster than that. And what about brakes, suspension, wheels?
The brakes are from a Hilux.
Okay.
Toyota Hilux truck. At some point I will probably go to Willwoods, but at the moment it's got Toyota Hilux brakes on it. Suspension. And if it will stop a Hilux, it'll stop.
I'm about to say, you've got, it's obviously, what's that, 2 ton, 2.5 ton truck?
Probably, yeah.
1 ton car? Yeah.
It stops a lot fast.
Yeah.
The suspension is gas coilovers, but it's got an airlift kit on top of that. So basically, because these cars run very low in the middle, you can't see it so much from here, but underneath in the middle, they're very low down.
Okay.
So the airlift will lift the car up about that much. Stops you ripping the guts of the car out on speed bumps.
Yeah, why is it? I call it speed bumps. Yes, those are the things. And the wheels?
The wheels are they're a 10.5 by 15 Atara mini light lookalikes.
Okay. No, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
I must say, no, it is. It's lovely. Okay. But the thing is, everything we do it's a passion, isn't it? We all start off with I'll do a couple of mods.
Yeah.
And then those couple of mods lead to more mods, and before you know it.
Before you know it, you've got more mods than the original car.
It's all just gone. Yeah. It's all just gone completely mad. No, it's lovely.
It's the original colour of the car. It would have come out of the factory this colour.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a Nissan bronze, but I say it had this bad respray. It was going to go Nardo grey, but when we were stripping it down, this is 2019. A lot of cars.
You said it so under the backlights. It still had the original colour.
We found some of this original bronze under the backlights. Just went.
So when they sprayed it, they just taped it off, didn't they? Didn't.
Yeah, it had been bodged off.
Lazy bastards.
So just thought, no, forget the grey. We're going back to the original colour, and this is as close as you can get to the original colour.
No. Again, it's a strange thing, isn't it? How cars when we were younger that were just run of the mill. end up being special cars, you know, 25, 30 years later.
It's, what is it, 53 years old, this car?
53.
53 years old. 30 years ago, 25 years ago, you couldn't give them away.
So the problem is, because of our age, to me, it's still young. That makes sense. It's not big. I want to say, see, no, you make me feel old now.
She's 53 years old. And it's a fair question. I think you look at all the newer stuff that's here, or even brand new cars, how many of them will still be running?
Yeah, but the problem with the brand new car is, you got my daughter's car and do that, the wing caves in. Literally caves in. You know, they're not, there's nothing to, they are literally fragile, aren't they?
They are fragile, and there's a lot of plastic. But to be honest with you, I'd probably still rather hit something solid in a modern car than in one of these.
Yeah, that's because in this, it's getting the spare parts is the problem, isn't it now?
It's not even so much that, it's the fact that if you hit something at speed in this, there's no crumple zones, there's no airbags, there's no ABS.
Yeah, I forgot, 53 years, I forgot that.
50-year-old.
Those lovely modern safety
You
features.
hit something going fast, that engine is going to go through the middle of you just as quickly as you hit it, you know.
Because Jay in his Mexico said he hit a lamppost and the lamppost ended up here in his car, literally in his car.
Yeah.
Which, he says, he goes, literally, they just boom and it's got apart. No. Listen, no, thanks for this, Tony. No, it's lovely.
Absolutely. Pleasure.
And you're going to get more shows, more shows this year?
I'm doing Petrol Hedonism Underground next weekend up at Wembley. After that, I've probably got about half a dozen in the calendar. Sorted, dotted around.
You will see us wandering round.
Oh yeah.
With stuff. No. This is it. You know. But what about future mods? Anything? What's your next ones? Is there anything left to do? Do you think?
Not really. Like I said before, I'd thought about a modern engine in it, but decided to stick old school under the hood. I could still swap it out, but probably not. I'll stay with that. Future mods are just making things work that still don't. The interior blower heater fan hasn't worked.
What's a heater for?
I was here in January. Believe me, I wanted a heater.
So the problem is, I assume that the guy in California didn't have that problem, did he?
No, he didn't have to worry about that. But in January, I was up here and it was freezing out. But because the interior blower wasn't working, I had to drive with the window down to stop the screen misting up. I almost froze to death.
I keep forgetting about these. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1972. Yeah. Not to tell my wife's age, but she was born in 71. Wasn't you, honey? Yeah.
One other thing I will do, the airlift, the compressor there is too small.
That's too small?
Too small. Takes too long to refill the tank. It's a baby one.
The good thing about these engines are, you've got lots of space.
Loads of space.
I just had a new car. Remember in our Peugeot, I couldn't even get to the battery. It was so in a position where I thought, if I had to jump and start the car, I had no idea. And they're not designed to work on.
No. But something like this, you can do all 6 plugs in less than 2 minutes. There's nothing technologically difficult.
I mean, you can literally get in the engine, stand and work on it.
Yeah. Standard swap back in the day for this used to be a small block Chevy lamp. And you could buy the engine mounts off the shelf and basically small block Chevy, gearbox, all in one, straight in, and still have plenty of space.
I know. That's it. It is the space.
Yeah.
Obviously, my little Mini, obviously the engine's that way round as well.
Yeah.
But even that, I can work on it. On newer cars, I've opened the bonnet and stuff, and you think, where do I put the water? Where is this?
Half the modern stuff, you open the bonnet, you can't even see the ground anywhere. You just got no chance.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for that. Okay. Right, guys, and don't forget, guys. Okay. See this soon. Okay. More car shows this year. All right. See you then. Bye. Cheers, Tony. Thanks for that.
That's all right.